Hello guys, how's it going? So today we're gonna learn how to add a custom bit jar to Streamlabs. It is very easy, don't worry, you don't need to know code or anything else. You are gonna copy code, but absolutely different from having to do it yourself. So go select your image, the one you want to use for the cup jar. I recommend to be a very simple without a lot of lines, but it's really up to you. You can also use a more complex image. It's fine, it'll still work, doesn't really matter what you use, just a matter of style and preference really. And the second part of doing this image, it's easier if it's a less complex image, but really once again it's up to you and how far you want to work on that bit jar. So let's go. Okay, here we go. This is my image, the one I selected. So I selected one that looks like a jar, kinda, but as a cat. So one thing I want to mention is that as the jar fills, this will be hidden, at least for me, on how I did it, but you'll see as you go along with the video. So first thing you want to do is make the background transparent. That's very easy to do with this program. By the way, this program is GIMP. I'll link it down below. You can, it's absolutely free, has a lot of tools, actually more than you would expect from a free program. So let's begin with that. So how you do that? You need to add a new layer. See, new layer, and this works fine. You don't need to switch anything, change anything. If you see, you just need to select it. First, you need to merge down to the transparent layer. And now what is selected, you just delete. Okay? Ooh, magic. Now I don't want it to be black because it doesn't contrast well enough with the other colors on my channel. White is always a good contrasting color unless your channel is already white. If it's that, maybe use a very bright color or whatever you want. Really, just work with that until you see what fits. So I'm gonna change this to white. There you go. Where is it? Go, and now is it white? No, it's brown. Okay. Well, make sure this is the foreground color, so this one, background, it's this one. Okay, so now it's white as I want it. And this is about it. This is about it for me as the front. So this is what will appear on my channel as the bit jar. Make sure you export as a PNG because the PNG type of file will permit to have this transparent background. Alright, so here you see, not save because that will save as a type of GIMP file, so you need to do export as. There you go. And now I will export. Make sure it's PNG. And I can two because I already have one. So that's it. You don't need to change anything here, just export. There you go. All right, so we have that. Now let's make the wall. So the wall is basically the image that you need to have so that Twitch knows and the alerts, the Streamlabs alert knows where to hit. So where your bits will hit, and other things as well, because it also drops subs and gifted subs and all that. So and donations. It also has things for donations. So let's do that. So the way that bits work is they drop in the middle, in the exact middle of this image. So this is the whole image. If you see the size, you just go around the middle and you know they'll drop here. Okay, so right now all this counts as a wall. So what would happen is that they would hit here and then go away, fly away. So we need to delete the top, so it works as a jar. Now you're gonna build the cup basically. And how we do that? Actually, in GIMP we have an eraser. Let's remove all this. Also, I like to work with black for the wall, but that's a personal preference. You don't need to do that. So I basically just undid everything. It's easier than having to fill. You don't need to do that. You don't need to work with black, but in my opinion is the best color to see, because this will not be seen at all, okay? Just it works as a background so they know where to hit. So basically we need to erase, okay? Erase this. Oh no, there goes our kitty. Okay. Once again, this will not be seen. So what you can do here is that it will drop here, remember? So this is where they'll drop. I could just do this. And the way it will work is that they will drop and then basically stay here. Make sure your lines are thick, okay? Because what will happen if your lines are not thick, it is that the bits will drop and they will basically run away. You can add, where's the brush? You can add, if you want, you can add a little more thickness. Oh, there you go. See, I have a brush. Oh no, not this color. Let's choose another color for this. Okay, you can do this if you have. Once you test it, and we'll check in a minute how you test. Oh no, I don't know how to brush, guys. If we'll test it in a minute, and if you see that the bits are dropping out of the jar, you can do this. This will not be seen. Once again, this will not be seen by anyone. So don't worry about making it really thick so the bits don't drop out of the jar. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Okay, and that's it. That's it. There you have it. So what will happen is basically this. Once you have this one working, as you go, let me just add opacity. As you go, this will be the bits. They will be dropping, so they will hit here, okay? You can also, I eliminated this, so this part, you remember I had like the part of the heart here, the bits will be in front of it, so they won't appear, remember that. Only they will be in front of it, so the white lines of the heart will disappear. And once it hits this part, let me just do it like I did, because I eliminated this at the time. So basically what happens is that, once again, this will not be seen, so it's fine. It will drop here. So once they reach this, they will drop out. But that's also cool. It's also looks cool. You know, that it's so full they start to jump out of the picture. So let's add that, and now we'll see how to add it to the code. That's it. As far as editing images go, this is all you have to do. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so here we are at the website where you can basically, the one I linked down below, where you can basically do your canvas bit cut. So here you have several examples. Don't worry about, I mean, you should read this. If you know what it means, and you can do it on your own, just please read this. But now we'll see how to do it on your own. Okay, so let's click here, choose the file that we had. I'm going through my thing. So here on the foreground image, you'll put your image. See, I have mine. And on the background, you'll choose your wall, the one that you did. And I already also have mine. There you go. And you don't need to worry about any of this, okay? All you need is this. So the imgur between the brackets, between the quotes, between the quotes you have the link for your image. So let's do that. I'm gonna put it on a notepad, you know, so you can choose. I'll add it here so you guys can see. Okay, there you go. So I put it like this is the front. All right, so let's go to this, and now here you see you have also an image between these smaller quotes. Well, it says this cup barrier image you have here. You have to copy everything. So now let's go to our notepad. There you go. And add wall. There. We don't need all this. So here we are. We are at the dashboard for Streamlabs. And please do it here. Don't do it on the software. It will give less errors if you do it on your dashboard. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, I've already have everything, so I don't need to do it anymore. On the HTML part, so you have to go here, you go down, and it says enable custom HTML CSS. Doesn't matter which cup you choose. I chose this one, but it really doesn't matter. You have enable, you'll have to enable this, okay, because we're doing a custom HTML CSS jar. On the HTML I don't put anything, so ignore that for now. CSS is very important that you put in this code, and I'll show you where to get the code. So basically, do you see these 3 lines? And this was the page that we have the code for the jar. The adding images part, you have ignored the HTML tab, as I said. You click on the CSS and replace the contents of the editor with what currently is in this. So you click here and you just copy all this. Just copy to here, okay? Make sure that everything is correctly done, and you can copy everything. I'm gonna do it on mine so you can see. It's actually different from when I did mine. Mine works perfectly, but there you go. See, it's now done. And to the GS part, now this part is a bit, I will not copy because it's, well, different. You go here, click on the GS, and you replace with this. So now you have all the JavaScript. You don't need to worry about reading it, but it helps you see the own code. You can just go here and edit it, I think. No, you can't. Okay. Just copy this. I'm going to add it to my notepad because I don't want to replace my own image. So I'll see it on the notepad that we created. Okay. And this you're gonna copy to this part, the GS part. See, I already have mine, but once again, I don't want to replace it. CSS is fine. It's not much of a change, but it will replace my images. So we passed the GS here. The cup you want to show. So this is the front, basically. So you just copy what you have here, put it exactly like this. Please don't replace anything else. You put it exactly between the quotes, okay, the small quotes. Do that. And the invisible wall. So this is the wall, the transparent background. Yeah, very important. There you go, and replace, and that's it. Now you copy all this. You click shift and then you click at the end, it will copy everything. There you go, and then you put it exactly here. All right, you can test it on your stream. We're not going to do that yet. And then you save settings. So now let's go to Streamlabs so we can check how it is. Okay, let's do that. All right, here we are at Streamlabs. So let's add our bit jar. So we saved on the dashboard, and now you're gonna add the jar. There you go. It doesn't matter, don't worry. And you're gonna add the jar. See, it appears exactly, or it should. Ignore that always happens. So now you just need to test, see if it's working properly. I increased the size. You can test by clicking these buttons. Okay, I'm just gonna mute so it doesn't blast your ears. There you go. And if you click follow, it will show what will actually appear on your screen. So there you go. Woo! I added a custom one because I love the chip. And you can add a subscription as well. And you can see if it's dropping outside of picture. It's not. Woo! There you go. And you can add some bits. Woo! 10,000 bits. Thank you. See? It went over this part because the wall doesn't exist here. Okay? But it didn't fall out of the picture. And you can keep testing with a few more things if you want. Just make sure that everything is working. And if it's not, don't worry. You can fix it later. It's fine. So that's about it. Thank you so much everyone for being here and for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.